We're going to take a look at the first 4 questions from the constant velocity worksheet. Question number 1 says, light from the sun reaches the Earth in 8.3 minutes, which is 498 seconds. The velocity of light is roughly 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. So written here not in scientific notation, but you can write it in either, whichever you prefer. And the question is, how far is the Earth from the sun? Well, we have an equation with constant velocity that displacement equals velocity multiplied by time. We have the velocity that was given in the problem. We have the time that was given in the problem. We just have to multiply those two numbers together to get 1.494 times 10 to the 11th meters. Number 2, the space shuttle travels at a speed of about 7.6 times 10 to the 3rd meters per second. The blink of an astronaut's eye lasts about 110 milliseconds, which is 0.11 seconds. How far does the space shuttle go in the blink of an eye? Well, displacement again is velocity multiplied by time. The velocity was given at 7.6 times 10 to the 3rd meters. The time was given at 0.11 seconds. Multiply the two together and you get 836 meters. Number 3, a 3-toed sloth is the slowest moving land mammal. On the ground, the sloth moves at an average speed of 0.37 meters per second, considerably slower than the giant tortoise, which walks at 0.076 meters per second. Should be a little meters per second there. After 12 minutes of walking, which by the way 12 minutes is 720 seconds, if you multiply 12 by 60 seconds per minute, you will get your 720 seconds. After 12 minutes of walking, how much further will the tortoise have gone than the sloth? What we need to do is figure out the distance that each one of those animals is going to cover in 12 minutes of time. So we're looking for the d, or displacement, which is velocity multiplied by time. We were given the velocity of the sloth. The time is 720 seconds. Multiply the two together and you get 26.64 meters is how far the sloth has gone. The tortoise, we're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to use his velocity instead of the sloth's velocity, obviously. And we're going to get d equals 0.076 meters per second times 720 seconds. And that's going to give us two different distances. Distance for the sloth, 26.64. Distance for the tortoise, 54.72. How much further is the tortoise? I just need to take the difference of those two numbers, and I get that the tortoise is 28.08 meters ahead of the sloth. Number 4, a train is traveling 38 meters per second from Philadelphia to Cleveland. If the trip is 587,000 meters, how long does it take the train to reach Cleveland? Well, we're looking for time, so I'm going to rearrange my equation, which is d equals velocity multiplied by time, and I'm going to just move it to solve for time, and I'm going to get time equals d over v, displacement over velocity. So I can plug in my displacement value that I was given in the problem, 587,000 meters, divide that by my velocity, which is 38 meters per second, and I'm going to get 15,447.4 seconds. We don't normally count things in terms of thousands of seconds, so if you convert that to a time that makes a little bit more sense to us, it's a little over 4 hours, 4.3 hours to be exact.